Good morning, everybody. This is Terry from Allen Art and Design. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Got my coffee here. Got some creamer and some little bit of sugar-free brown sugar and some cinnamon. That's the stuff floating on the top. Trying to make it taste more holiday. So if you're new here, thanks for coming to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. I've got the sun shining right in my eyes today, so I'm gonna have to move over a little bit, I think. I shut the curtains and put on the light. Not sure what else I can do. I gotta tell you, I never did find my vintage photo ink pad, so I had to go and buy a new one. And then I also have the refill for it. So I should be good for a long time. If I don't drop it in the barrel and throw it out, which is what I think might have happened. So I'm going to just kind of keep it right next to me here. And then I have my little ink daubers right next to me as well. This one is a new one, so I'm going to use that for my vintage photo. And I also have another, like a little replacement in case I need one. So they're right next to me. So today I have a few things I want to show you, and then we're going to do another craft along, which is not what I normally do, but we're getting ready for my granddaughter's first birthday party tomorrow, and we're all excited. But I went to a thrift store yesterday and I found this, and I hope it's not too much of a glare. It says computer stationery, but this kind of paper is perfect for a Christmas journal, and I'm going to be starting my Christmas journals as soon as my granddaughter's baby shower is over. That's when I'm going to jump into Christmas mode on my channel. But right now I want to look at this paper and see what it looks like. It was only like $2. Let's see, is it all the same? I guess it's all the same. But when you fold it in half, let's see what it's going to look like. Oh, look at that. There's Santa's eyes. And then there's like, they look like postage stamps, Christmas postage stamps on both edges. So those are great. I will definitely be using those in my Christmas journals. They make good filler pages. This is a good piece. Oops, if I can get it off. This is a good piece of cardboard, so I'm going to save that. Sometimes I need it to thicken up a spine. The next thing I got, excuse me, I'm going to take another sip while it's hot. It's very good. Tasty. All right, so I'm going to put things next to me when I'm done. This is a Christmas Memories Cookbook. 350 favorite Christmas recipes from Mystic Seaport members with extra pages to record your family favorites. I thought this was great. These books that I got, these 3 books that I got, they were free. And then there's somebody wrote on the inside, but this is a great Christmas recipe book. I might cut some of these out of here and put them in my Christmas journals if I find ones that I like. I mean, that's a beautiful page. I don't necessarily care about the recipes. I'll look through it, and if there's some I want, I'll take them out and put them with my recipes. But I think I might just be using, like, look at that beautiful image there. Very pretty. I might just cut this book up. Like I said, it was free. I am going to be making, I was going to make 4 or 5 of these recipe books, but now when I count all the people in my family that might want one of these recipe books from my mother, I have 7 to do. So I could take these and use these as, you know, the heading of a section in the recipe book. So I'll have, you know, it's nice to have some extra images and things, but I like that this was Christmas related. And I'll probably put some Christmas stuff in there too. So that was free, and I'm thrilled with that. This book says The Beatrice, Letters, Lemony Snicket. I really don't, I'm going to have to do a little research on this and find out what this is all about. Inside here, and this is a beautiful cover. I just think it's really pretty. Look at that. It's gorgeous. I'm going to have to find out about this. It's the Beatrice letters, and there's some beautiful images in here. And I'll have to read, I'm going to read this. I'm not sure what Lemony Snicket is. It sounds like it might have something to do with the, there was a movie that we went to see, my kids were younger. It was a series of unfortunate events. And I think it was Lemony Snickets. So I'm going to look into that. And I think that that's really cool. I don't know what it's all about, but I will find out. And then this one, I do a 6-week summer program, and one of my weeks, the theme is dinosaurs. And then I also do one for pirates. So I can use this book for both of these themes. This one says Pyrosaurus. So it's a pirate and a dinosaur mixed together. And you know, the sillier the stories, the better. The kids just love silly, nonsensical books. They love them. And I try to provide them with them. This is cute. We got like oh my goodness. There's like brontosauruses and T-Rex and triceratops and some pterodactyls. This is going to be a lot of fun. The kids will love it, and I'll add it to my book collection. Okay, so what I really want to do today is, I've got to get some I'm going to have to cover my desk. This might get messy today. I'm going to cut this piece just enough to cover the desk. I'll save the rest for another project. I have some more of my coffee. Hope everybody's having a great day. I'm trying to get this video in before I leave to go down to my daughter's down in Buzzards Bay. I need to help her. We have to finish our last minute grocery shopping for my granddaughter's birthday party. Let me flip this over this way. And I have to get all these decorations and everything up to the clubhouse because we have to decorate for the party. We don't have a lot of time to decorate because there's other events going on at the clubhouse. But we'll do the best that we can. I think we're pretty good at decorating quickly if we have to. I'm just taping this down so that it doesn't move all over the place. And I do need these little things. And if I run out of those, I have wire. But let me tell you what we're going to be doing. Okay, so got to get some white paint. I get this thing to open it. It's a cool little tool for opening paint. I've got quite a few of these around. They also come in handy for other things. When you're trying to pry something open, these are great. I've used them many times on different things. Okay, so this is just an old can of white paint. I'm just trying to use it up. Let's put that over there. And then I am gonna, you do have to mix it up when it's been sitting. I'm actually using this to paint a shelf and a little dowel that's going on a hand towel rack in my bathroom. But I figured the thing I need to make today, or just to embellish, is I need white paint. So when I already had the paint in my craft room, why not just use it? So just put that down so it doesn't stick to anything. I am going to put these gloves on because I'm sure I'm going to get messy. And these gloves are all stuck together because I've been working with them for the past week. The shelf that I'm making, it was that yellowish, orangish wood color, which I can't stand that color. So I sanded it down and I'm just covering it with white paint. It matches the bathroom better. I just don't like that color. If I can get these back, they're all stuck together and okay. I'm almost there, sorry. I just have to stretch them out a little so I can get my finger in there. These are cheap craft gloves. But if they get me through my project, and then I can toss them out. I'm good with that. All right, so what I need is, oops, we're going to be painting these pine cones. I'm just gonna kind of dry brush them, I guess they call it. Get some more. These are for some decorations that we're going to put on a couple of tables. But let me show you what they look like. They just look like this. They're just painted with a little bit of white paint on the edges to make it look like snow. Let me see. Now I have to find a paintbrush. Hold on. I'm just right over here. Just looking through my things to see if I can find. I should have grabbed this paintbrush before. Here we go. Sorry for the noise. I have so much stuff in my craft room right now, I can barely walk for this party. I have a pack of these. I don't think I need that anymore. I have a pack of these foam brushes, and these things are great. I don't think I want to use that big one, so I think I'll just use a small one. So what I'm going to do is pull this table over close to me that I have next to me. I just use it for working on things. It's a fold-up table, but it works great. So after I paint one, I'm just going to put it over here, and I have this table covered with the parchment or freezer paper too. So, all right, so if you want to just craft along with me, it's just something I need to get done, and I figured why not show you guys what I'm doing. And there's no, you don't have to be precise with this at all because they're all going into a little metal container, and I'll show you that in a second. The white just picks up the shape. It just looks really pretty, and it just looks like it has snow on it. That's all you got to do with that. Looks pretty. So then I'll just put it down on the table. This is the container we're gonna fill them up with. There's 2 of them. And I already have exactly the amount that I need. So look at this one. This one's going to be really pretty. Hope you can see what I'm doing. This is why I need the gloves, because if I have to turn them around if you get too much glue, not glue. I'm always talking about glue. If you get too much paint in an area, it doesn't matter. You can, when you put it in the container, you can just turn it over. Nobody's even gonna see it. It's cute. Yeah, I got a little too much there. Let's see if I have, don't want to get paint on my desk. Hold on. Yep. I've got a dry baby wipe in here. So look, I can just wipe some of that off so it's not, yeah, that's fine. It's too much. I put too much on there. So I gotta be a little bit more light-handed than that. I don't need to cover it. It's supposed to resemble like dry brushing, and here I am slathering it on thickly, and I don't need to. Just gotta go like this. So I wanted to mention, I went on YouTube last night, and the woman that won my subscriber giveaway, Margie Gibbs, from Margie's Crafty Corner, she did a beautiful review of the journal that I sent her with the paper pack and all of the craft supplies. And she mentioned my channel, and she put a link, and I was so thrilled. I thought that was really nice of her. And then I'm going to have to mention her channel as well, but I don't know how to link things yet. So I'll just type in the name of her channel, and all you have to do is go to a search on YouTube, and you'll be able to find her. But I thought that was really nice. I had no idea she was going to do that. And she did such a nice job, and I was very humbled. It made me feel really nice that she would do something like that for me. And she loved the journal. She loved everything that came with it. She said she can't wait to start working in it, and that makes me happy. I have 2 more of those journals that I made. One of them I did not decorate the cover, so I think after I give away the other one, which is the sunflower one, I'm going to show everybody how I decorated the cover, and then I'll have another one to give away. So that'll be fun. That's something that'll be upcoming. Some of these pine cones are kind of wonky, but it's all right. I think they'll look pretty. I love these. I just love the way the paint looks on it. Just looks like it's falling snow. That sun is like beaming right in my eyes. It's been rainy and gloomy for the last few days. I am not complaining about the sun. It's just, it's hard to craft when you get the sun coming in the window. And I hate to shut my curtains because I love how much light this room gets. But sometimes it's too much. All right, so. All right. So at some point you might hear Google go off after an hour, and then I have to stop because I have to take a shower and go to my daughter's. We have to do our last minute things for the party. It's fine. We just need to stop at the grocery store and the Dollar Tree, and we're done. Okay, there's another one. And they don't have to be perfect. They're all going to be sitting in like that little container. So you can move them around to make them look the way you want them to look. But how pretty are these? And I had these in my stash, and I want to use them up. I do a lot of, every year I do cemetery baskets, and I place them on my family graves. I go visit them at Christmas time. Sometimes I don't make it till Christmas. Sometimes I go for the New Year, which is fine. And I always have a lot of pine cones because they're great fillers for when you're doing cemetery baskets and wreaths for graves. So I always have this kind of stuff, and I figured, why not let my daughter use this stuff? I have more of it than I need. That looks pretty. I love that. All right, we'll just keep going here. Yeah, you just have to drag it over. And it's not like you're, Picasso here. You're just, we're not trying to, make it more than what it is. It's just a pine cone with a little paint on it. And that looks pretty. See, I would turn that to that side because that's the pretty side. And I'm just going to leave these here to dry while I go down to my daughter's and we go shopping. All right, let's get some more. These big ones, you kind of Let me just tap it on there. Hope you can see me, what I'm doing. Yeah, so the only other thing I have to do for decorating is I have to hot glue some ribbons onto these empty boxes that my daughter wanted me to wrap. I wrapped them in white paper and craft paper. And then I put buffalo plaid ribbon on them, and they look very pretty. I showed them in my short the other day. I think my short came out so cute for those centerpieces. I love it. I'm getting a little bit better at doing that kind of stuff. I remember when I first went onto Instagram, I had no idea what it was. I didn't understand what. I'm like, what is this? But I'm getting used to it. Now I'm able to take my shorts and turn them into, I'm able to take my reels on Instagram and turn them into shorts on YouTube, which is great. Why not? You took the time to make it. Oh, this one I put too much paint, but it's fine. I can always wipe it off with the baby wipe if I have to. But sometimes snow gathers more in one place than it does in another, so who cares? I'm kind of glad to use these up. I've had these for years. It's time to move on to some new ones if I even need any. I think I'm going to be able to use up quite a few for the cemetery baskets. I have to go to Savers, which is my local thrift store, and buy some different size empty baskets. And that's what I use for the cemetery baskets. And I put a rock in the basket to hold it from blowing around, because, you know, if you go to the cemetery, everything gets blown around. So you really have to weight down anything you put there, or tie on a wreath with wire around the gravestone, because otherwise it's just going to end up flying and going somewhere where you're not going to be able to find it. And you spend all this time making it, you want it to stay where you want it to stay. And that's what I do. All right, this is what we have left. We're going here. Getting it done. Getting messy. That's what happens when you're crafting. Oh yeah, I'm glad I decided to put my gloves on. My hands are going to be a mess. I'm actually going to be putting fake fingernails on for this party, because I don't do my nails. I craft too much, and I work, you know, around the house, and nice nails would get ruined very quickly. I go to have my nails done for a very special occasion, like a wedding shower, an anniversary party, you know, that kind of thing. But I'm just going to go ahead, and I got some pretty fake nails. They just glue on, you know, you just press them on. And then if they fall off later, who cares? All right, let's see, a few more left. Yeah, this is a fun activity. I mean, you don't have to think when you're doing it. You just kind of zone out and just do it. I think that's pretty. Love it. Some of these are wonky. Like that one has like a hole in it. Who cares? We'll use it. Use it up. That's my motto this year in my craft room. Use it up. And if you're not going to use it, and you don't ever think you will, donate it. Get rid of it. Give it to somebody that might be able to use it. I like to just keep the things I know I'm going to use, but then I have more craft things than I could ever possibly use. So why not share them with somebody else? When I go to Savers, I've always got a bag of stuff to donate from my craft room, because as I'm cleaning it out and organizing, I always find things that I'm not going to use, and somebody else can. So, all right, that one has That's fine. All right. Don't want too much paint. There we go. And you don't have to get it like all inside or anything. It's just really the edges to make it look like it has snow on it. I think that's pretty. That's all you gotta do. I mean, it's like the simplest thing you can do. But it's fun and it's effective. It's gonna be very cute. My daughter doesn't even know I'm doing these. I just figured, you can always use, it's a winter wonderland theme, so I'm sure that there's some table that's going to need something to decorate it with. So here we go. I want to help her out as much as I can. I've already wrapped those presents. They're behind me. And I've already put the ribbons on them, but I have to hot glue the ribbons on, and then I have to make the bows for the top of them. And that way, she wants to set up like a place where you can take photos. I got a 4-foot white Christmas tree from Dollar Tree. I think it was like $5. And it's lit. It's just a white one. It's very pretty. And she's going to put that in the background. And she has some, green ones. And we're going to make like a little vignette. So that'll be fun to do. That's the stuff her and her cousin will be working on. I'm just taking care of decorating the tables. And, doing food. I'm making Italian wedding soup, which I love, and it's very easy to make. And you can make a lot of it, which is what I'm going to do, in one of those big crock pots. It's like a Instapot, but I think it's a cheaper version, but it does the exact same thing. And it works really good. You can saute in it before you put your chicken broth, which is awesome. That's what I do. Makes it easier. Then it's just a one-pot thing where you're not making a mess with all your pans. Everything goes in there, and then you let it cook. I have to make the meatballs later when I get home, but those are just those little tiny meatballs. You use a meatloaf mix, which is pork and beef, and you just add a little Italian seasoning, salt and pepper, and you just roll them up into little tiny balls. And then once all your veggies are cooked, you just throw those in, and they cook through because they're little tiny meatballs. They cook very quickly. Okay, this is the last one, and I will do a short on this so you'll be able to see what it all looks like once it's put together. But that was a quick enough craft. I love the look of that. That's just beautiful. The pattern is gorgeous. Nature is amazing. The patterns that come up. All right, so there's that. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to put the cover back on my paint because I'm done with it for right now. And I'll take a hammer before I leave my craft room, and I'll make sure that that's done. So now I can take these off. I'm still using these, even though they're all painty. I still have to finish that shelf and that towel, the dowel for the towel rack. So I'm going to use these until I am finished painting. And I don't care if they're messy, whatever. I will reuse them until I'm done. I don't want to take out another one, not another pair. It's wasteful. So these will just sit and dry until I am done. Okay, so now I want to show you what I'm going to do next. Oh, I really need to clean this up a little bit. That can go over there. Let me see if I can grab a little plastic bag to put this in. I never throw away my bags. I keep them. I have bags full of bags just because they're, first of all, they're plastic and they will last a long time. Why just throw them away when you've only used it once? I reuse all of my plastic bags. Now, if I put this in a plastic bag, I can use this to work on that shelf that I'm going to be doing. After the party's over, I'll finish it. I've already put 2 coats on it, but it looks like it might need 2 more because of that ugly wood. My husband said I should have used Kills on it first, because Kills, it gives you a great coating and a base for your painting. Excuse me, I'm just gonna, and I will keep using this. I just keep recycling this. Oh, I did tape it down, didn't I? It's all right. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. And I will continue to use that until I'm done painting. And once I'm done painting, if I don't need it, then I will throw it out. Okay, so what I have now is, these are the boxes. They're empty boxes. I just took some wrapping paper and wrapped them in, like I said, in craft paper and in white paper. And I just put a pin in it. But now we're going to take out the trusty glue gun again. All right, so what I'm going to do is I just thought the ribbon would go farther if I just cut it like that. And this is just for a display for one day. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. We just want it to look nice. Let's move that over a little bit. It just needs to look nice, that's all. And this is a Winter Wonderland theme, so buffalo plaid goes great with that. So this is ready to go. And I'll just put that aside. Grab another one. I only have 5 to do, so let's put this one over here. And then I started running out of this buffalo plaid. So I just put 1 instead of 2. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Who cares? Okay. And keep your hot glue guns on the low setting so you don't burn yourself like I do all the time. Yeah, it doesn't even have to be that tight. It's fine. I'll tighten it up a little bit. Okay, I think what I need to do, hold on, if I can find them. Yeah, of course I can find one. Why don't I have the other one? I don't know, I'll just use 1 then. I had 2. You know, my cat steals things all the time. This white paper here, I had it in a roll. He chewed all along the roll of the paper, and he ruined a lot of the paper. I had to keep pulling it out and cutting around all the holes that he made. I was not happy with him. He can be so fresh. He's been stealing berries off of my Christmas tree. I find them all over the house. I don't know what he's doing with them. He's not eating them. He just likes stealing things. Crazy cat. He is a crazy boy, but I love him. He's my boy. All right, let's get some more hot glue on there. I'm going to have to buy some more of these silicone finger things when I go to the Dollar Tree. We're going to the Dollar Tree today. So if I see a pack of those, I'm grabbing them because I don't know what happened. I lost them already. One of them I cut down and I'm going to use it for sewing because I think they make a great thimble. Okay, there's another one. So we have 3. So I have 2 more to go. Thank you for crafting along with me. It's giving me an excuse to get it done. I'm kind of procrastinating here. I figured if I do a video, it'll make me do it. I hope you guys don't mind watching me craft away here, but this is what I do. Let's see if I can tighten it up. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Nobody's going to be examining the boxes. It's just going to be decor in the background. And it'll just look pretty. Okay, this is where you need your little finger thing. So you don't burn yourself. Okay, so now we have to do, this is one of the ones that has sides. I wish I had more, and I was at Dollar Tree yesterday looking for some more of this stuff. And of course they didn't have any. So again, this is where this thing comes in handy because this glue is wet and hot. Okay, so all we need is that. I'm going to be covering these with bows anyways. All right, put that down. Use that finger thing. So there's that one. Okay, this is the last one. I'm going to keep my pins. Don't want to lose my pins. Yeah, I was barely able to get enough white paper to decorate these because my cat went crazy and bit holes in it. He's obsessed with plastic. If you leave plastic water bottles out, like a case, and you don't put it away in a closet or a pantry or a cabinet, and when you go to get a water, there's holes in it. The water spurting out all over the place. He bites holes in the water bottles. Don't ask me why. He's a weird cat. He's obsessed with the sound of plastic. And if you leave a plastic tape dispenser out, he'll tear it apart. So, I don't know. He's a weird cat. You can even see some of his teeth holes in the paper. Brat, brat, brat. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, my goal here to finish this video is to make 5 bows. I hope I have enough here to make 5 bows. I don't know. This is just the way I make bows. Everybody does things differently, but this is the way I do it. All right, so my barrel is way on the other side of the room. It's useless to me right now, but I just threw the stuff on the floor. I'm going to have some more of my coffee. It's still warm. All right, I just hope I have enough. So what I'm going to do is I take it, I wrap it 4 times. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have enough. Let me get my scissors, not my fabric scissors, just regular scissors. I do like to leave a little bit of a tail, and I'll show you what I do with that afterwards. So what I do is please make sure you have your tails down like this. I scrunch it in the middle. I don't need this now. I scrunch it up in the middle. Oh, what did I do with those? Oh, yeah. I just take a bread tie, wrap it around once, and then I twist it together. It's wire inside, so that's not coming out. And then I just spin it, and you got yourself a bow. How quick and easy is that? And then you spread out your... And when I'm making bows for wreaths, I do it 3 or 4 times, but this is all we need for what we're doing today. So then I take my ends, and you cut it at an angle. Oops. And that gives you, I think they call it a dovetail, if I'm saying that correctly. I really don't want to use those scissors. Those are really good scissors. Oh, I can't find an old pair of crappy scissors. This is probably not even going to work, but let me try it. Oh, it does. Okay. Those are old crappy scissors. They used to be hair cutting scissors, and they're dull, so I use them. So, here we go with that. So, let me bring... I don't know if I'm going to get 5 bows. If not, I'm going to the Dollar Tree with my daughter. I can pick up a few more, and I can work on them later today. But let me get a box. Let's do this one next. So that's just going to go on there. But then let me show you what else I have. Let me see if I can... So these are little sprigs that came off of a little fake plant from Dollar Tree. And I thought what I could do is hook it underneath. And then bend it down. And then you've got a pretty... And then, like I said, I always buy wire ribbon because it's repositionable. And look how pretty that is. And it's simple. You don't have to do anything else except glue it on. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put plenty of glue because we want this to stay on. And we're just going to position it. See, I'll put it like that. That way you can see the buffalo plaid underneath. I'm going to bend that down a little bit. Look at how pretty that is. So if you push it down in the middle, just let it sit for a minute. I mean, hot glue dries so fast. It's crazy. And then I just reposition those. And you've got a beautiful little package. Didn't cost hardly anything. And it looks great. And I think what I'm going to do here to keep this from moving around, I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue under that and then push that down, and that way there's no way that it's coming up. Oops, I got a little extra glue right there, but that's fine. Let's puff it up again. I just love that. My daughter doesn't want like any red at this party. It's not a Christmas party, she said, so I don't want it to look like Christmas. I want it to look like Winter Wonderland. So I think that's beautiful. I think she's going to love these. I love it. So let's see how many more I can get out of these. I might be able to get 4 at least. That means I only have to pick up 1 more of these. All right, so what I do is I leave a little tail, and then I wrap it 2 times, and then we have another tail. Maybe I'll just wrap it 1 more. No, yeah, I want the tail on this side, so I'll just cut it off. It's all right. Okay, so I'm getting 2 out of each of these. So again, I just squish it in the middle. I'm actually standing up for this because it's kind of hard to do this kind of thing sitting down. even though my back doesn't like this. Anyways, puff it up. And then we're going to dovetail these again. You just put it together and slice it at an angle. Oh, that one came out a little bit janky, so let's try that again. Oh yeah, much better. Okay, trash is going on the floor. Oh, look what I did. I cut it the wrong way. So, I guess I need to cut it this way. No, I did it wrong again. What am I doing? That's all right. I'm going to leave that one just like that. That's strange. I thought I knew what I was doing there. Let's see what happens when I do this. Yeah, how come that one's right and this one's not? Oh, because it's the angle that I'm doing it at, I guess. All right, now it worked. That was weird. See if I can pull that out a little bit more. Yes. This stuff is very forgiving. I mean, I love it. Push that out a little bit. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Let's move this stuff over. I think I'm getting ready to have to put another glue stick in. I am. Let's leave that standing. Okay, trash is going on the floor today. I don't usually like to do that. I don't like to trash my craft room, but I can clean it up once this party is over. Okay, so here we have another one. And I have another one of these. Just bend it over. I just think this is the easiest thing going. And it looks like mistletoe. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know about anybody else. Let me know what you think, what it looks like to you. All right, so that looks pretty. Okay, let's get some hot glue on here. Let's get hot glue under this. And then press that down. You want that to glue down. And now we're just gonna put a lot of glue on the back. Might even put a little glue on the back of that. Okay. Plenty of glue. Okay, so we're gonna flip it over. Hold it down. It's clear glue and it's a silver bow, so you're not gonna see if you put too much. I love how these are repositionable. You can fluff them up and make them look really nice. And you can bend these so they lay flatter. Yeah, I don't like the way that that's laying, so I'm gonna bend it from here down. Put that underneath. There we go. Look at how pretty. I love it. I'd love it if you could tell me what you think of these things that I'm doing for this party. So there's another one. How pretty is that? Sparkly. I love it. Okay. All right, I have a small one here. I'm wondering, I don't think I need to make such a big bow. I think I'll do the other one and I'll save that one. So I have two bigger ones here. Put this one over here. That can wait until I'm done. So we have another one. It's already glued, which is great. Okay, so let's just go ahead and make another bow. I don't like how they bend down this end. I feel like you have to cut it off because it's never going to look right again. So it's kind of a waste. But what are you going to do? All right, so start with your tail and you wrap it 1, 2, 3, and make sure that your tail, you have one tail on one side and one tail on the other. So these are like the easiest bows going. And then you squish them in the middle. Get yourself a bread tie. I use bread ties when I'm doing gift baskets, and I also use bigger ones, longer ones, to go around the top of a gift basket because the bread ties don't go that far. Sometimes I have to take a couple of bread ties and put them together because they're made out of wire, so you can do that. Let's see, we'll just puff this up a little bit. Round them. I like them rounded. Look at that. How pretty is that? Okay, so let's see if I can remember to do this correctly. That's happened to me so many times when I make wreaths and cemetery baskets. Happens all the time. You have to do it, if you do it at a different angle, it comes out completely different. But all I have to remember to do it is do it. Is this way? Yes. No. This way. If I did it the other way, it would come out in a little point, and that's not what I want. Okay, so yeah, sometimes you have to think about what you're doing. These are a little longer, but that's okay. So pretty. Get another one. Just bend it over. Might as well use the wire that's there. Just hook it on. And I like how it hangs down. To me, that looks like mistletoe. Even, I'm not sure what color berries are on mistletoe. Maybe somebody could tell me if they know. I don't know. And just put that there. Let that. I think maybe what I'll do is put a little bit more underneath, and then we're just gonna put lots of glue. Lots of glue. And then that's not gonna go anywhere. Oh. Oh. And then we just push it down. Oof, where's my little thing? Push it down in the middle, and we can fluff those up afterwards. So I'm going to be able to get 4. I wish I had gotten one more roll, but now I know. I'll just grab another one. They have tons of that ribbon. Hope everybody has a great day. I still have to get a clock for this room because I never know what time it is. Sometimes it's a blessing when you're in the craft room. But today I have something I have to do. I still have to go take a shower. And I have to go down to my daughter's. I don't have to, I mean, it doesn't matter if I'm a little later than normal. She doesn't care. I'm going to glue that down a little bit. Because I don't like how it keeps popping up. Let's see, do we have to do that with this one? I'd have to. I think I will. Just to keep it I'm caught up. Just to keep it in place, that's all. You can bend those down a little bit if you want. Bend them down. How precious is that? I just think they look lovely. I hope somebody lets me know what they think of these. I still see my cat's little tooth marks in there, but you're not going to be able to see it from far away. Okay, so I have 3 done. I'm going to do this last one, and then that's going to be the end of this video. I can do the other one later at home once I get back. I got to get in the shower. So, I'm hoping and praying I have enough to do this last one. I should. So, there's 1, 2, 3, and look at that, exactly the right amount. So you want to make sure, oops, let's put that, make sure that your tails are sticking out on either side of your bow. Squish it together. Don't need this on my finger anymore. Squish it together. I only have one more bread tie anyway, so I'll have to go find another one. Squeeze it together and then twist it. That's fine, and then you won't even see that in the back. You can fluff your bow up now if you want, or you can wait until you're done, but I like to kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like. Okay, so, and you can squish them down a little if you think they're too puffy. Let's go ahead and do this again. Make sure I'm doing it the right way. When I don't think about it, that's when I mess that up. Okay, so just do it at an angle. And then you've got, I'm going to have to look it up, but I think they call it a dovetail. I don't know why that's coming to mind, so I think that's what they call that. Not sure. I'll find out. Oh my God, I have so much tape stuck to me right now. I'm going to have another sip of my coffee. Excuse the noise. I'm going to ask my husband, you know what I just realized? This box is upside down. I'm glad I saw that before I glued it on because it didn't look very good. Wait, I'm going to put a little glue under there just to hold that down. Hold it down. There we go. Okay, so let's get our sprig, bend it down, hook it over. Now let's get some glue. We'll do the front first. And let that set up a little bit right there in the middle. Okay, so in the back, we want to bend that down a little bit more. Ooh, it almost stuck on there. Okay. Gotta be careful. There's a bunch of glue right there from me gluing the, we want to put lots of glue. Ugh, now I have strings everywhere. Okay, get off me. All right, so then we go ahead and we put this down. Now, the ribbon is all squished right now, but it doesn't matter. Now, I like this white berry to show in the front. Like I said, it looks like mistletoe to me, but I don't know. I'm going to have to do a little research on mistletoe now. Oh, I did go ahead and I Googled the origin of the name Gemma, which is my little granddaughter's name. And it's an Italian. Its origination is Italian, and it's gem or precious stone is what that's how it's. I had to make this a little shorter because this one was sticking out way too much. So I just bent it and glued it. No one's even gonna see that. So, and I will go ahead and glue these down just to keep that. Hey, Google, stop. Well, that's my cue, so we're just in time for me to have to go take a shower. And you can bend these down a little bit. And let's see the other side. Yep, I'll just put just a tiny bit of glue. Not even going to see it because it's clear. And when it dries clear. So then I'll bend these down. I don't like them when they're sticking straight up. So that looks great. I'll bend that down a little bit. Oh, I just love the way these look. If somebody could make a comment and let me know what you think of these, I'd love it. Very cute. We can bend those up again when we go to display, but I think they came out beautiful. I'm very pleased with those. So I want to thank you for coming to my channel. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear what you think of some of my projects. So happy crafting. Bye.